Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be solving problem 67, add binary. The problem statement is, given two binary strings A and B, return their sum as a binary string. Looking at example number 1, A is 1, 1 and B is just 1. So if we add the two together, we get 1, 0, 0. Similarly, we have an example 2 where we are adding 1, 0, 1, 0 with 1, 0, 1, 1 and getting 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. The constraints that are given to us is the length of A and B strings will be somewhere starting from 1 all the way until 10 to the power 4. A and B will only consist 0 and 1, and each string does not contain leading zeros except for the 0 itself. If you are not familiar with the binary additions, here's a table that we can use for reference. For 0 and 0 as an input, the output will be 0. For 0, 1, it's 1. 1, 0 is also 1. And for 1 and 1, this represents 2. And 2's equivalent binary representation is 1, 0. This is something that we need to consider when we are building the solution. As you can see, there is a third character that was introduced. So there could be 3 inputs or bits that we need to consider when we are making the addition. Let me explain you with a simple example. I have 2 inputs, 1 1s. If you are adding 1 and 1, the output is 0 with 1 as a carry. So we'll add 1 to the next bit. Adding 3 1s is 3, and 3's binary representation is 1 1. Our output will become 1, and then 1 will be carried over to the next bit. And because we don't have anything here, we'll just take the carry and save it to the output. This will be the output when we are adding 1 1 and 1 1. There could be potential cases where we are working with 3 bits. So we need to make sure that our solution is able to cater to this case as well. And to cater to that case where we could have 3 bits, we need to update our lookup table. So we can have 2 inputs A and B, and third being the carry. And on the output side, we'll have sum and the new carry. And the lookup should have all the combinations. So for all the combination, now let's write all the outputs. 0 0 0 should be 0 0 carry, 0 0 1 1 0 1 0. For 0 0 1, it should be 0 as a sum, and the carry should be 1. 1 0 0, same, 1 0 1 1 0 1. Now this is 0 and 1 carry, and for 1 1 1, it should be 1 as a sum and then 1 as a carry, because this represents 3. While rest few represents 2, this represents 1, and this represents 0. We'll use this table as a reference when we are doing the calculation. So we'll use 2 pointers. One will be pointing at A and the other will be pointing at B. And we'll start from the right hand side and move towards the left hand side and check at each position what is the value. So I of A, I of B will be the pointers, VA and VB will be the values at that position. Carry will be the third bit, which will tell us if there is a carryover from the previous addition. Sum will be the output, and we'll have a carry O, which is the output carry from the addition, which will be appended to the next transaction. Starting with 3 and 3, as both A and B are of same length. Its corresponding values are 1, 1 based on the lookup, 1 and 1, and at this point carry is 0 because we are starting off. So with 1, 1 and 0, the output will be 0 and 1 will be carry, which will be added to the next addition. So carry is set to 1 for the next one. We'll decrement the pointers IA and IB. So now it's 2, 2. So its corresponding values are 1, 0, 1 and 0. With 1, 0 and 1, our lookup table suggests 0 and 1. So 0 as my sum, 1 as my carry, which will add it to the next addition. So 1, decrement my pointer, 1, 1, corresponding values are 0 and 1, 0, 1. So now we are adding these 3, 0, 1, 1. The output will be 0 and 1. 1 will be carried over to the next one. Decrement my pointer, 0 and 0. Corresponding values are 1 and 1. So with 3 1s, the sum will be 1 and carryover will be 1. It will be added to the next addition. So I'll have carry as 1. Now I am at the end of my iteration for A and B. So we'll do nothing here. VA and VB will continue to be 0, 0, 0, 1. The sum is 1. This is our output. 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Our time complexity is O of max m comma n, where m is the number of characters in string A and n is the number of characters in string B. As we are using 2 pointers, we'll only be running this iteration until we are done with all of the characters. So our time complexity will be looking at the string which is lengthier, and the space complexity is O of max m of m and n. I hope you were able to understand this solution. Let me show you how we can implement this using C#. I start by initializing my pointers, the output variable that will be returned, and the default carry set to 0. I then start a while loop on both of my pointers and will run it until both of them are greater than or equal to 0. I then initialize a temp variable for A and B and setting the default value to 0 and overriding it if my pointer is greater than or equal to 0. I am then calling this add helper method, which actually have the lookup of all the combinations. So starting from 0, 0, 0 all the way to 1, 1, 1 and returning appropriate combination of sum and carry in a tuple format. After getting the output, I am saving the carry into the carry variable that I have initialized earlier and saving its sum into the return value and concluding the for loop by decrementing the pointers. Once the for loop is complete, I am checking if the carry is not equal to 0. If it is, then we need to add it to the return value. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you were able to follow this explanation and the solution. The link to the code is available in the description below. Feel free to check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.